Good morning. Oops. Put on my microphone. There we go. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. It is Halloween, by golly. It is the end of October. We are into November. So that being said, I know we're getting upon the holidays and everybody's going to be kind of like freaking out about trying to keep their weight in balance and all these foods coming and this and that and the other and everything. But I just wanted to let you know to not fear. I'm here to help you. So that being said, today I wanted to talk to you about the magic formula to losing weight, losing fat, and transforming your health. This is my formula. This works. Every person that's ever done this has had success on some level, and they're finding it quick. So we're going to get into it. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. Because this is step by step, and when you put these together in the simplest form that I can possibly give it to you, it is going to be that. I'm going to try this, see what happens. Let's see what happens here. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, so here is my weight loss formula for transformation of your body. So we're going to start with the most important part of this formula, which is the IF. The IF is what we call intermittent fasting. I like to call it timed eating because really it's all about timing. And timing is just we eat in a certain window and we don't eat in a certain window because we were not meant to graze all day long. And with all of these weight loss programs out there that have been out there forever, you know, like the Weight Watchers, so on and so forth, Jenny Craig, they have you eating like 5 times a day. And they may be having you on some low carb meals, this, that, and the other. But the truth of the matter is they're putting you in a calorie deprivation. And then they're giving you foods to eat that are tend to be kind of like the least way to spike your insulin. And then they'll tell you, you know, these foods are, you know, prepackaged, whatever. But also, we don't know. Well, you'd kind of know when you read labels. But when you turn around and start reading the ingredients in these foods, a lot of these have alcohol sugars in them. And alcohol sugars and additives like that, a lot of times get absorbed into your intestine. They don't even get processed. So they'll get absorbed into your organs, and your body just holds onto it and doesn't know what to do. And sometimes that's where you'll find you'll have digestive issues, you'll have bowel issues, and you're not sure where it's coming from. And then some people can have extreme bloating with it. Like, how am I eating healthy and still feeling bloated? And it's coming from like the erythrols, all these. If you see HOL on the back of a label, especially like in energy drinks and a lot of these no calorie sweeteners or no calorie sweets, that's what they're putting in it. And it's a laboratory made alcohol sugar, and your body absorbs it. So that's why we get back to the basics of we eat in a timed window because that's how we were created to eat, and we time it. And I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest way to get started in intermittent fasting is just to skip breakfast. You don't need breakfast. You can kind of do one or the other. If you like breakfast, fine, then you'll skip dinner. See, the beauty of the window and your magic number in the window is the number, here we go, 17. 17 hours. You're eating in a 7-hour window. That's it. And like I said, if you like breakfast, that's totally fine. You can either skip breakfast or you can eat breakfast for dinner, but eliminating one of the meals. You're either going to eliminate breakfast or you're going to eliminate dinner. And that's the easiest way to get started with intermittent fasting if you've never done it. So, but if you can build your way into a 17-hour window where for 17 hours, you have no food, no calorie. It's not no food, no calorie. You can drink water. You can have apple cider vinegar. You can have black coffee. Yeah, that's calorie right there. So no calories, but you eat in a 7-hour window. That's the magic number there. If you can consistently get into that window, and if you're not in that window right now, that's totally fine. As you're building into the window, you're still working your body to get rid of the fat and get rid of the weight. Even if you are, say, eating 10 hours a day right now, it's okay to start there, and we'll just go from 12 to 10 to 9 if we need to 8 to 7, and we'll work that way. But as long as you get started and you're shrinking that window, even if it's just a little bit, you're going to be starting that process of transforming your body. And I'm telling you right now, this is your this right here is your weapon. This is your weapon. Absolutely your weapon, your number one weapon in fat loss, weight loss, and body transformation, where we're going to reduce and get rid of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, blood sugar issues, things like that. That's going to be in your timed eating window. Okay, so let's say you've got into your timed eating window now. So what are you going to eat at this point? Well, the first thing you're going to do is understand that your body is going to go after carbs first naturally. We don't want our body to go after carbs, because when your body goes after carbs, you're not burning fat. You're just staying in the same spot. And furthermore, you're actually putting on more weight over time, gradually, and fat. So we want to teach our body to go after fat first. The way you teach your body to go after fat first is to break your intermittent fast with good fat. That automatically tells your body, if you give your body no reason to go after a carb, it's going to go after the fat. It's just redirecting the target to fat. So you don't want to break it with a carb or a protein. You want to break it with a good fat. And what's a good fat? Good fats are things like avocado, natural nuts, coconut oil. I make fat bombs. They're awesome. Something that is going to have more good fat in it than the protein. Okay. And I had something else that I made the other day that I said I would even break my fast with this, and I can't remember what it is. But if you get into my 14-day program, you'll have it. It's in my recipe book. So I have like 35 recipes in it. So if you're interested in that, go to thehormonehack.com, and I tell you what to do for 14 days. It's all in there. But these are things that you can do to break your fast. And all you need is like a handful of nuts. You need one avocado, and I seriously back it up with a fat bomb. You can even use cheese. I forgot. Natural cheese, not shredded cheese. You don't want shredded cheese. You want natural cheese. So things of that nature. Good fat. If you're thinking good, clean, good fat, and that's what you're going to tell your body to go after first. It's going to force it to go after the fat storage that you've already got, and it's going to direct everything to the fat. So that's what you want in your first meal, your first break. And when you're in that 7-hour window, just have a little bit. You don't have to sit down and have a complete meal necessarily. I like to save my complete meal, like my for my second meal, or my big meal, which is at the end of the day, which is usually for me dinner time, right at the end of my window. Okay, so after you've had breaking your fast with fat, let's say you wait a couple hours, now you're going to want to back that up with some good clean protein. And what's good clean protein? Now we're talking about grass-fed beef. We're talking about hormone-free chicken. We're talking about fish, wild-caught fish, not farm-raised fish. We are talking about even nitrate-free and the best you can find pork. This would be the last one I'd go after. If I had access to these things here, especially chicken and fish, I'd be backing it up with that. And then pair it with some veggies. And yes, you can even back it up with potatoes, but make sure they're with russet. Are the best for women, russet potatoes. If you want potatoes, this is where we can do that. This is where people say, oh, stay away from starches. They're going to make you this or that and the other. No, if you do it right and you do it in a timed window and you understand which ones we're talking about, you can absolutely do it, okay? So back up your fat with good, clean protein, all right? And so, yes, that even means if you want a grilled chicken salad, go have the grilled chicken salad. You know, I don't recommend a lot of the salad dressings out there. If you're going to find a salad dressing or you're going to buy one, make sure it's like an avocado-based salad dressing, especially if we're talking about ranch or Caesar, any of the creamies. That way, you're going to be better off finding an Italian dressing or a vinaigrette dressing that's going to be more natural. That's your best for store-bought, but there are a few salad dressings out there that you can find that are not going to have, if it has soy in it, it's got canola oil in it, it's got vegetable oil in it, stay away from it. It's just going to wreak havoc on your body and cause inflammation. And it's going to be very hard for your body to digest that and for you to start getting results. But if you can back it up with if you like salad, totally go for it. Throw a taco salad, grilled chicken salad if you're into the salads, whatever, even a fish salad. Okay, just back it up with good salad dressing that you can find. And if you're in my program, again, I have a homemade salad dressing recipe for ranch and Caesar that's in my book. Plus I teach you how to make homemade mayo, and it's so good. And it's quick. It doesn't take long to do. So if you're interested in that, go to thehormonehack.com. Do that. Otherwise, just go to the store and just learn how to avoid soy, avoid vegetable oil, avoid canola oil. Okay, I won't get into why. That's for another video, or if we're in one of my programs, I can totally tell you, we can talk back and forth about it. All right, so then you can actually have carbs, but there is a timing window on your carbs. And if you're getting into this and you haven't done it yet, my suggestion would be to limit carbs as much as you can. And so what are carbs? Carbs are things that are going to be in your natural fruits and vegetables, which is totally going to be fine. Don't get hung up on, well, this vegetable has this many carbs. Well, it also has fiber, you know, and you need fiber because fiber will fight fat too. So don't get hung up on too much of the natural carbs. Just don't overdo it. So when we're talking about carbs and we're talking about veggies, we're talking about like 1 cup per meal per serving. And at this point, if you're in that 7-hour window, we're basically talking about 2 meals and then maybe like a couple snacks. And your snacks are going to be like things like a handful of nuts, a piece of cheese, cottage cheese if you can find it, things like that. Okay. But say you got your little sweet tooth going, hey, dark chocolate. This is where you could do dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate. But just make sure it's organic. Make sure it's at least 72% dark. And make sure it's got sea salt in it. Look at the ingredients on the back, okay? This is where you can do things like, I've got a no-bake cookie recipe in my cookbook that is pretty much organic. The only thing that makes it like have the carbs in it is the sugar and the raw that's in there, and a little bit of whole hormone-free milk. That's it. But that would be something that you could totally have as a sweet to get you through your day and end your day. So if you're going to eat the carbs, even like bread, you know, if you're going to do bread, don't do regular bread, do like something like Dave's Killer Bread, then you're going to want to do it at the end. We save these for the end of your day. We do not mix them in with your end. Try to write this, end of the day. We save these for the end because we're making our body go after this fat first. Fat first, okay? And then the whole concept is rinse and repeat. This is what you rinse and repeat every day, right? And so your key to all of this is going to be your consistency. And over time, as you retrain your body to go after the good fat and to burn the fat first, it's going to transition and you're going to be like rocket fuel and your energy is going to skyrocket. And then after probably 2 weeks, I've had people experience this in a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, but the consistency of it is they immediately feel so much better. They can see right away that their clothes are shrinking. They can tell right away that they are burning fat. They actually tell me, like, I can literally feel my body burning fat. And the deal is while you sleep, it's still going to keep going. It doesn't stop because you went to sleep. But if you can incorporate the intermittent fasting into backing it up and breaking it with good fat in a 7-hour eating window, and then you back up your fat with good clean protein and veggies, and we can have some flexibility in that, and I can teach you that in my programs to make you feel like you're not deprived, because you won't be deprived, I promise. And then if you need your carbs, totally fine. Totally fine. We just put them at the end of the day, and then we are very specific on what we're going to use to do that. And then it's just consistency. You repeat this formula every day, and then you're going to get this transformation that you want. Okay? This is what you're going to get. And this is just like, you don't even have to exercise at this point. If you can get this down, if you can learn this pattern and you feel like I can do this, then we'll go into the exercise if you want to. But if you think you're going to do this, not do this, and exercise and think the exercise is going to compensate for your transformation, it's not going to. It's just not. Your hormones and your body's been under so much stress for so long that it's going to store that stress as fat. And that's just extra stress on top of the food stress that's been on it for years, that it's going to hurt you instead of help you. Exercise should supplement what you're doing. And I'm telling you right here, this is your 80% of your success is going to be in this form. Your weight loss is in this formula. Only 20% is actually going to be exercise after the age of your mid-30s, or when you notice your hormones have changed, which for me, I noticed was my mid-30s. But now they're having women notice it in their late 20s. But 20% of it's exercise. And then you get the special formula for the exercise, which is time under tension, and you're only doing it for like 15 or 20 minutes. You're not doing 5K runs necessarily unless you enjoy them, but we do them every once in a while. But it supplements and it enhances the weight loss formula. That's what that is. So if you've struggled or you've been through programs that are in complete deprivation, if you've done keto and you've struggled with it, this would be your best alternative, because this is real food where you live, and you don't have to live in a state of deprivation and keep taking special foods to all your family barbecues, this, that, and the other. We literally take the food that you like and we just find the best option for it, and we put it in a timed window and we time it to the best part of the day to consume that. But we focus on the good fats, the clean protein, and then we do have some carbs. Absolutely. This is our life we're talking about. This is a lifestyle. And this is what you will do for the rest of your life. You can fall off the wagon at any point, I mean, if that's what you want to call it, and jump right back into this formula and not have to wait 3 days to 3 weeks in keto to get burning your fat again, just the way they do it, because that you weren't meant to live in a constant state of deprivation like that. That's a chronic stressor on your body. You are meant to be in periods of it, but you're not meant to live that out forever. I just don't believe it. It's not life to me. Life was to enjoy the food that we're here. And yes, we can have our birthday cake. And later on, I teach you how you can absolutely fall off the wagon one day and pick right back up and not set yourself back. Okay. But this is where you get started. This is your starting line. This is the magic formula to get you on your fat and weight loss. And if you think you can do this with working to a 7-hour window, like I said, even if you're in a 12 or 14-hour window right now, that's fine. If you think you can do no calories for a certain amount of time and then back up your food with good fat, protein, some carbs, and be consistent with it, and get that, and you see this playing out in your head, then go to thehormonehack.com and get in my 14-day program, because that will set your foundation to get you going right off the bat. That's your platform. That's what you're going to bounce back to. And that is where you're going to get started. And I will be there to help you every step of the way, because at that point we can talk, and I can help you with your food and tell you what else you got to do. But this is the best way to lose weight and fat, keep it off, anti-age your skin, transform your cells, actually reverse the aging process naturally in your body, and to actually get rid of all the cellulite. And you're not even going to the gym. It's all in this formula right here. It's all in this here. So if I can help you, let me know. If you like this video, please share it with somebody who needs it, because guys, we have been duped by the industry for so long that it's just, you really have to take your health into your hands. And if you think this takes a lot of time, it doesn't take a lot of time. I'll tell you what takes more time. More time to go find a doctor who has to refer you to a specialist. And then you have to go see these doctors, get tests, and then wait on the test results. That's a time waster. That's a life sucker, right? This is taking control back, putting it back into your hands, you transforming what the doctors can't do for you because they don't understand, and you saving all that money and time wasted and putting it back into your life and having your family back, having your freedom back, and breaking the chains and the ball and all that crap on the health crisis that you found yourself in. And it's not your fault. It's just, don't ever think it's your fault. It's not your fault, because we have been set up for failure from the beginning. But if we can intermittent fast, break it with good fat, back it up with good protein, and have some carbs, and we are consistent with it, it's going to be, in no time, you're going to see the results and you're going to get excited. And then we dial everything in. That's the thing. I just set up, I gave you the formula, but then we tweak the formula. That's what I love about this, because it literally becomes a custom program for you. So anyway, if that's something that you're interested in and you can get excited about, and it makes sense to you, because it makes sense to me and every other woman I've worked with who do this, then go to thehormonehack.com. Start there with my 14-day program, and then we can go off from there and really hone in and get you transformed, because no one else is going to do it for you, and no doctor is going to get you well. No doctor is going to get you well. They're going to just keep giving you prescriptions, and you're going to fight the circular circle on this for the rest of your life. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to be healthy. I want you to take it back. I want you to be able to share your knowledge and help other people with this, because it will transform your life from the inside out. So anyway, I thank you guys for tuning in today. Like I say, share this, comment in it, let me know what I can do to help you. And I will see you on the next video. Enjoy your family and friends, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.